Hey guys, thank you for watching the Slat Rock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. And if you've already done so, just make sure that it's still active. Today we present you with 20 recent mistakes fans completely missed in WWE. Number 20. Kane's mask comes flying off. He may be the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, but at Crown Jewel in 2018, Kane returned to the ring to team with The Undertaker against D-Generation X. A follow-up from the game in the Dead Man's match at Super Showdown, the bout wasn't the best, as during one spot, Shawn Michaels accidentally knocked Kane's mask off whilst battling on the top rope. Cameras were quick to zoom out from the spot, but the damage was already done, as images of the maskless Kane quickly circulated on social media. A low point in a match that also had sloppy botches and loud communications, this match seemed more like a WCW main event, a complete mess featuring superstars far past their prime. Number 19. Natalya instantly feels bad. When Ruby Riott broke the sunglasses of the late Jim Neidhart on the November 5, 2018 edition of Raw, this rightly infuriated Natalya. The daughter of the Anvil, Natalya waged a war against the Riott Squad member, leading up to a tables match at the TLC 2018 pay-per-view. During the match, Natalya landed a stiff slap to Riott's face, and though they were bitter enemies, she couldn't help but check on her opponent. Unfortunately, this moment of care was caught on camera, as millions of fans saw the pair break character, with Riott letting the former SmackDown Women's Champion know she was okay. Number 18. Cole forgets recent history. Michael Cole has been a commentator in WWE for over 20 years, so you'd expect him to be an encyclopedia of wrestling knowledge. After all, Cole has sat ringside at some of wrestling's biggest moments, from Mr. McMahon winning the 1999 Royal Rumble to Seth Rollins cashing in at WrestleMania 31. But even Cole isn't perfect, and while commentating on Kurt Angle's match against Dolph Ziggler at Crown Jewel, he said it was the Olympian's first match since WrestleMania 34. That simply wasn't the case, as Angle had competed in the Greatest Royal Rumble match in April 2018 and had wrestled multiple times as the Conquistador after that. It may have only been a slight hiccup by the voice of the WWE, but one that fans were quick to point out. Number 17. Charlotte launches microphone into the crowd. Since debuting on the main roster in 2015, Charlotte Flair has become one of WWE's top heels. Much like her father, the Nature Boy, Charlotte has shown herself to be an incredible athlete as well as a star on the mic. Unfortunately, during a segment on the October 2, 2018 edition of SmackDown where Flair confronted Becky Lynch ahead of their women's title match at Super Showdown, making her way to the ring, Flair threw her broken microphone into the crowd, accidentally hitting a fan. It all happened so fast that most fans didn't even notice it had happened in the first place, though the young fan who got hit will certainly remember this edition of SmackDown. Number 16. Refs come to the aid of Becky. The man may say that she doesn't need anyone, but during her match against Charlotte Flair at WWE Evolution, Becky Lynch needed some assistance. During the match, Lynch powerbombed her former friend from the ring apron through a table and nearly fell herself, which would have no doubt ruined the spot. And this would have probably happened if not for the timely interjection of veteran referee Mike Chioda, who held on to the Irish superstar's attire, keeping her in place. Instead of collapsing into the same table she had just driven her opponent through, Lynch was able to stand her ground and retain the SmackDown Women's Championship in a truly historic night for women's wrestling. Number 15. WWE ignores the kickoff. At Survivor Series 2018, Monday Night Raw had a clean sweep, defeating SmackDown in all interpromotional matches, at least according to WWE. But after the dust had settled, fans were quick to point out the simple math error the company had made. Instead of the show being a clean sweep, it was the tag teams of the Blue brand that bested the Raw counterparts on the kickoff show, meaning the actual score was 6-1. Sure, having just one win against Raw's 6 wouldn't have made much of a difference, but fans were furious at the idea of WWE forgetting their own history from earlier that day. And that win probably meant a huge deal to the SmackDown superstars who earned it. Number 14. Ziggler tries to show off and fails. Dolph Ziggler has been a staple in the WWE for over a decade and is known for his athletic ability in the ring and carefree promos on the mic. But during his feud with Seth Rollins in the summer of 2018, the show-off was a bit too carefree in his promo, claiming that he had defeated the Architect at SummerSlam to retain the Intercontinental title. Casual fans may not have noticed the mistake, but hardcore fans didn't, as Ziggler was trying to say he had beaten Rollins at Extreme Rules and not SummerSlam. To add insult to injury, when the pair did face off at the biggest party of the summer, Rollins beat Ziggler to retain the title. Number 13. Nobody catches HBK. Before Crown Jewel aired, fans were not too thrilled about the show. And as the event went on, things got worse as a series of bad booking decisions left many fans feeling underwhelmed. During the main event between the Brothers of Destruction and DX, Shawn Michaels delivered a patented moonsault, though neither Undertaker or Kane were able to catch him. This led to Michaels taking a nasty bump on his face, though many didn't notice the botch thanks to some quick thinking from the camera crew. Speaking on Edge and Christian's podcast, HBK admitted he really hurt his nose due to the botch, and fans shouldn't wonder why the Hall of Famer is seemingly finished competing in the ring for good this time. Number 12. Failed women's table spot in Chile. Anytime you incorporate weapons into a match, there's always the risk that something could go wrong. And though weapons can lead to serious injury, during this live event in Chile, it led to a very embarrassing moment. During a tables match between Natalya and Sarah Logan in November 2018, Natalya aimed to powerbomb her opponent through the table from the top rope. As you can probably guess at this point, the table didn't break and Logan was left sprawled out across the surface. Ever the professional, Natalya improvised, diving from the top rope to finish the job, though this moment of improv is something that should have never happened in the first place. Number 11. Ref botches rope break in Styles vs. Joe. The event's Starrcade played host to some of WCW's most iconic moments, so it makes sense that WWE brought the classic back. Stacking the card with top matches in 2018, there was a lot expected from AJ Styles and Samoa Joe in their steel cage, and while both men did great, it was the ref who let the team down. During the match, Joe got his foot on the ropes during a pin, though because of cage match rules, the ref chose to ignore it. This was fine until later on. Styles locked the Samoan in the calf crusher, but was forced to break the pin by the ref when Joe got to the ropes. Irate, Styles let the ref know exactly what he thought, while Corey Graves also gave him grief on commentary. Number 10. Fox is late to the party. In defense of Alicia Fox, her tag match with Mickie James against Trish Stratus and Lita at WWE Evolution was never the original plan. Replacing the injured Alexa Bliss, though, Fox held her own against her Hall of Fame opponents, but should have done much better in one spot. When Trish hit her signature on Mickie, Fox was supposed to break up the pin, but was completely wrong. As cameras picked up Mickie asking Alicia to break the pin, the referee was forced to deliver a painfully slow count, giving Alicia just enough time to interrupt, though the damage had been done. Number 9. Refs aid Becky again. We saw earlier how referee Mike Chioda helped Becky Lynch out during her Evolution match against Charlotte Flair, but that wasn't the only time the veteran ref paid dividends. When the man was locked in Flair's figure 8, the plan was supposed to be for Lynch to batter her opponent with a nearby chair, which was actually across the ring. With nowhere to go, Lynch was left to struggle towards the chair, though when the cameras briefly turned away, Chioda made his move, kicking the chair to the man. A resourceful referee able to think on the fly, it's no wonder why Mike has been employed by WWE for nearly 30 years. Number 8. Kofi slips out during SmackDown. There have been fewer stables in recent memory more entertaining than The New Day, and during the 2018 Halloween special of SmackDown, the group once again paid tribute to the superstars of the past. Appearing dressed as the Brood, the trio took part in a brawl, during which Kofi Kingston went to leave the ring. Just as the camera cut away from the future WWE champion, Kofi can be seen falling off the apron, something most fans will have missed. Those watching at home, though, wouldn't have missed Corey Graves laughing about the slip, as within minutes, Twitter was abuzz with footage of Kingston's botched exit. Number 7. Triple H's pec tear. another mistake from Crown Jewel, and another one concerning the main event between the Brothers of Destruction and D-Generation X. During the bout, both the Game and HBK needed to take a breather on the outside, though this break seemed to be taking a lot longer than usual. The truth is that Triple H had torn one of his pectorals and was letting his tag partner know, something caught by the cameras. This put Michaels in a predicament, as not only had he been out of the ring for years, but he now had to take the majority of bumps for DX, who were still able to topple Kane and The Undertaker. Number 6. MSG Main Event Blunder. Madison Square Garden will always be a special place for WWE, and in December 2018, the company had their first ever women's main event in the famous arena. A hotly contested match between Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Asuka, this was a rematch of their TLC pay-per-view bout, but thankfully wasn't being televised. During the match, Asuka was supposed to springboard off Charlotte to land a heel kick on Lynch, but instead Asuka slipped, landed badly, and delivered a botched kick to the man. Though the match wasn't televised, fans were already recording and were quick to upload the botch to social media. Number 5. Ali apologizes after hitting his finisher. Mustafa Ali says he wants to be a role model to people around the world, and has certainly accomplished that as a SmackDown Live superstar. Joining the brand in December 2018, the former 205 Live star was thrust into a top spot, teaming with AJ Styles to take on Daniel Bryan and Andrade on the December 18 edition of SmackDown. Pinning the then WWE champion with his reverse 450 splash, Ali couldn't help but show some care for his opponent, with cameras picking up Ali saying, "Sorry, Bryan," during his victory. A talented superstar with a good attitude and a heart of gold, it seems that Ali could go very far on the blue brand as a babyface. Number 4. Ref stops the count in Hardy vs. Joe. As the attention of the WWE Universe is on the superstars during a match, referees can often be overlooked. But during the New Year 2019 edition of SmackDown Live, this referee certainly drew attention to himself during a match between Samoa Joe and Jeff Hardy. In a feud where Joe had brought up Hardy's troubled past, the pair were ready to rip each other apart, brawling on the outside of the ring. As Joe rolled into the ring, the ref's count was at 8, though the ref bizarrely restarted from 1 when he should have continued. The botch was noticed by everyone, as it seemed Joe had had the match won, and yelled at the sloppy referee for his poor officiating, before beating Hardy ironically via referee stoppage. Number 3. Nia Jax says she's 300.5 ounces. We all know that WWE promos nowadays are heavily scripted, but even these speeches are not immune from mistakes. During the January 7, 2019 edition of Raw, Nia Jax made a noticeable error when she referred to herself as weighing 300.5 ounces. Those of you savvy with weight conversion will know that this isn't what Jax meant, as 300.5 ounces equates to about 19 pounds. A mistake from the former Raw Women's Champion, many fans may not have picked up on it, though Ronda Rousey certainly did and could be seen smiling in the background. Number 2. Ambrose shows his sensitive side. When Dean Ambrose turned on Seth Rollins in October 2018, it seemed the Ohio native was a lone wolf. Betraying everyone he had teamed with and turning his back on the fans, Ambrose told everyone he was on his own, but even the lunatic fringe wasn't immune to his heart. Competing for the Intercontinental Championship on the January 7th Raw against The Architect, the action eventually found its way to the commentary table. There, Ambrose would quickly grab the phone off of his wife Renee Young and tossed it to Michael Cole for safekeeping, earning some serious husband points. Though he won the match and retained the gold, Ambrose definitely looked worse for wear, but had definitely made the right call in protecting his wife's phone. Number 1. Rollins and Ziggler rock around the clock. The Iron Man match at Extreme Rules 2018 between Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins should have been a classic, but thanks to some fans attending live, became famous for all the wrong reasons. During the match, fans counted down the final 10 seconds of the clock every minute, angering the superstars and WWE to the point where they removed it from the screen. This only made things worse, as fans chanted for the clock to return, and the cameras caught Ziggler and Rollins agreeing that the crowd had gotten much worse. A complete disaster thanks to the fans and the crowd. Both Rollins and Ziggler must have been furious after the match, though the fans paid more attention next month at their much better received rematch at SummerSlam. Well guys, that's our list. Can you think of any other recent mistakes we might have missed? Drop them in the comments below and let us know. If you like this video, don't forget to check out our previous video, Top 10 Most Laughable Wrestling Matches Most WWE Fans Probably Forgot. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss a single new video. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, thank you for watching.